In 1945, the world stood on the brink of both victory and devastation. World War II had consumed more than 60 million lives. The United States, determined to end the conflict with Japan, unleashed a force unlike anything humanity had ever seen before: the atomic bomb. The Manhattan Project, that was a top secret program launched in 1942, brought together some of the greatest scientific minds of the century, including the most representative Robert Oppenheimer, that will actually had a movie. Also, it involves Enrico Fermi and Niels Bohr. Their mission to harness the power of nuclear fission to create a weapon that could end the war. On July 16, in 1945, the first atomic bomb was tested in the desert of New Mexico. 3 weeks later, the weapon would be used not in the desert, in people. On August 6, in 1945, at 8:15 a.m., an American B-29 bomber named Enola Gay dropped a uranium bomb called Little Boy over Hiroshima. In an instant, the city vanished under a blinding flash. Around 70 million people died immediately, and tens of thousands more perished later from burns and radiation sickness. 3 days later, in August 9, a second bomb, Fat Man, made of plutonium, was dropped over Nagasaki. Another 40,000 lives were lost in the moment. Entire families disappeared, leaving only shadows burned into walls. Japan surrendered on August 15 in 1945, bringing World War II to an end, and also dividing the Koreas from North Korea to South Korea. But victories came at an unbearable cost. For the first time, humanity saw what its own technology could do, not to soldiers, but to cities filled with civilians. The bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki reshaped history. They marked the beginning of the nuclear age, an era of fear and deterrence, and also an era of debate. As we know, the nuclear bombs work with the fission of atoms, but we have two types: the one that we can control and the other one that we can't control. The fission that we can control is when we add some neutrons to an atom to divide it. And well, when this happens and we control it, we have nuclear energy. But when we add neutrons and we can control it, we have an atomic, or in this case, nuclear explosion, specifically nuclear bomb or atomic bomb. Some argue that the bomb saved lives by ending the war quickly. Others believe they revealed humanity's darkest capability. But as Oppenheimer later said, remembering the moment of the test,
Vishnu is trying to persuade the prince that he should do his duty, and to impress him takes on his multi-armed form and says, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds." I suppose we all thought that.
Today, Hiroshima and Nagasaki stands as a symbol of peace, resilience, and the urgent plea, never again. The atomic bomb ended a war, but they also began a new chapter in human responsibility.